Hello everyone, welcome to Mental Peplum. I hope all of you are doing well. Today the topic that I'm going to talk about is something that has been discussed from last few years. It's like being discussed widely worldwide, but many of us have not came across this topic yet, and that is dark empathy. Many of you already know about it, and the ones who don't, let me tell you what psychology says about it. Psychology says that dark empathy is a kind of intelligence in which people get an idea of the other person's weak points or the soft corners, and then they use it for their gains, their personal gains. So this is something that we need to work on ourselves if we talk about personal growth, that we don't fall into the trap of such people, because it's been like many people use it, they know it how to use it, and it's a manipulative kind of strategy if we talk about it. So you came across many people, and you have a vibe of them being very empathetic, and as they can just understand how it feels being in your shoes, but actually they don't. Back in the mind, they have huge plans. They just talk to you, they pretend to be very active and kind listeners, and they get to those points which are your you can say trigger points, or the points which can later on turn into your trigger points. So be very careful while dealing with other people, so you may know that how this works, so you don't fall into that trap. I'm going to discuss few more. So let's begin with some red flags that if you notice such things in someone around you, so please be very careful about your dealing with them, about how much you have to share with them, and the boundaries that you need to set so that you don't fall into that trap and you don't have a bad experience. So the first thing that that's a huge red flag is that their kindness, well, sometimes feels like it's fake, it's not real. So if you at any point of discussion or any point of sharing or any point of relationship, you feel that their kindness seems to be fake, or you have a 0%, you feel a chance of having it, just stop there and be very careful, because when you are on a weak point of your life, you don't just analyze things that deeply, and your observation skills are also being affected in the hard times, or in the times of trauma, you can say. But yes, you have to be very careful about it. Second thing that such kind of people they do is they will manipulate you. So with very small gestures, with very small comments that you have to figure out, nobody else is going to tell you that this is going to happen with you or not. So you are the one who will have to just look deeply into it, that is that person being manipulative or any such thing. So you have to be very, very careful. The third thing is that they will try to guilt trip you, and you will notice that whatever you said or shared with them, they are getting a point out of it and taking you into a feeling of guilt, that maybe you have not done this thing, maybe you are the one who is being having a wrong perception of an idea or anything that you are discussing. So you have to, it's a huge red flag, so you have to notice this thing as well. What happens is that the dark empathy is that side of empathy. There's a very fine line between this. So you have to figure out that fine line. I'm not saying that everybody is just the same, but because now people know that this is a strategy to work upon. So we have to learn, we as human beings, we have to learn and educate people around us and educate ourselves for personal growth, that we have this kind of behavior, that we can just keep ourselves safe and others as well. So going to the next point, that that is number 4, and which I dislike the most, is that they love malicious humor. They will just try to make fun of those things which should not be the point of laughter, even in personal or in public. Their sense of humor is not healthy, not good. They don't pay any heed to the kind of humor they are using for their personal entertainment. They can just pinpoint or highlight any person or any, for example, you can say how the other person walks, or how the other person has ideas or concepts. The malicious humor is something you should be aware of, and you have to think about it, that this is not a healthy kind of humor. One should not be okay with ridiculing other people in your own discussions, nor in your own discussions, neither in public or in front of them, just trying to be very funny. So just think about it. And the last thing about the red flags that we are discussing is that they love to spread rumors. Today they are spreading rumors about someone else, and tomorrow they are gonna spread rumors about you. So they have a habit of getting into deep conversations and having your secrets being shared with them, being very kind and very empathetic, and pretending that they are the only kind people left on the planet, and later on they are gonna misuse that to gain their own goals, personal goals, and at that point you are going to just having a very bad life experience, yet a lesson for life. So be very careful. Thank you very much for your time. I hope this will help you